Hello, Phys Eng class. Today I'm gonna teach you the constraints and how to put together an assembly file in Inventor. So first, start off, click Place to place your first object. Sorry, pick Place, and then navigate through the folders on your computer to find the file that contains your parts. Should already have your part files assembled before you can make the um, the assembly file. So at least most of your parts together. And then you can still edit parts while they're in an assembly file, and it'll automatically change within that assembly file, as long as the constraints are still viable, I guess, still able to use. So I'm just adding in pieces in here, and I'll start in a second. Okay, so first thing you do, pick a good point to ground all your objects, or that should be grounded. The cube, not that great of a place since the cube can move around. I think most important thing I want grounded is probably the frame with the holes in there. It's sort of like a simple child game. You have to put the round peg in the round hole and stuff like that. So I'm going to start by attaching the lid. I click the constraint button up here, and you just pick two edges for this first type of constraint called the mate constraint. Pick two edges and it'll place those together. It may not work on the first time, like this could be upside down or something. You just sort of have to move your parts around in the 3D space and eventually it'll work. Um, it it may look like you're moving stuff in a three-dimensional space, like, oh, it can move in and out, but really it's only moving along a 2D plane since that's how your laptop works, so you need to sort of move around, change the angle that you're looking at things to be able to change where they actually are in the 3D space. All right, next constraint I'm going to show you is the angle constraint. The easiest way to use this is pick two edges and then create the angle between them. There's these three types of ways you can use it. I'm going to use this other angle constraint. I'm going to set it to -20. I don't want it to be upside down like that. I'll just set it to 20. Okay. So now my lid's on. I'm going to use a flush constraint, and or actually cancel. Yeah, I'm going to use a flush constraint to put these two together. It doesn't really matter since they're not actually face to face, but actually it does. Okay, yeah, flush constraint is what works here. Okay, next constraint, going to use insert to put the round peg in the round hole. Oops, and that's how you do that one. Apply. All right, and then for the square, you have to constrain it at right angles to actually get the square to stay in the in the box, I guess. And so I'm gonna have to change my view for this to be able to see what I'm doing. So let's go over here. Oh, I don't know where my square went. All right, I want. Okay. Oh, no. Give me a second. All right. Make. Constrain to here. Apply. And the triangle. Same sort of thing. Instead, I'm gonna pick the outermost way, so that's actually sort of fully inserted into its triangle holder. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Oh, that's good enough. All right. And now once you fully constrain something, you can go to your bill of materials. It'll show you all your materials. Um, that just tells you what you have um, in your assembly file. If you're using multiple assemblies, once I finish this assembly, I could save it, close it, and then go open another assembly file and then place this assembly as another part inside of another assembly. If you do that, this list is going to have like each um, piece will have a sub piece and so on. And that's basically it for this. There's another video that's just on real examples, this sort of like kids thing. Um, ah, I hope this helps. So have a great day.